Starting out, you guys have 5 seconds to tell me down in the comment section your favorite Netflix anime. Hey, how's it hanging? I'm AZ Lazy Gaming, and today we're going to be talking about a video game concept for Baki the Grappler. Let's get straight into the video. Alrighty, to start things off, this would definitely be a 3D arena fighter. Let's just get that established right now. I know, relax. I don't like them as much as the next guy and would love for this to be a competitive 2D fighter that follows in the footsteps of Dragon Ball FighterZ. But every game can't be that. Let's be logical for a moment, okay? Now, as far as gameplay goes, it'll definitely be boots on the ground, kind of a hybrid mix of My Heroes 1's Justice and the Storm series. It would definitely be 1v1 and no teams because that's just how everybody run the ones in Baki, respectfully. Everyone will have 3 specials, a light special, a medium special, and a heavy special, and an ultimate attack. Everyone will have a light combo string and a heavy combo string, which can be mixed up and lead to some more special and creative combos. You'll even see some touch of deaths. The combat will be very simple, with the light combos having a prioritized button and the same thing going for the heavy combos as well. I don't see it really getting too complex. Like I said, this would definitely just be some 3D arena fighter. Now let's get into some game modes, everyone's favorite part. There wouldn't be a specific story for it, only because the main story of Baki is just him just trying to get strong enough to beat his dad. So it would be an arcade mode with about 14 fights for each character, reenacting a few fights that were in the show and a few what-if interaction battles, just to keep the gameplay alive and somewhat fun. And everyone will have a special ending pertaining to them and their personalities. Next up, we will do an offline maximum tournament mode, like from Season 2 with the 18 or 16 man mode tournament. We have to have a versus mode, of course. Like, it's a must. It's like unspoken rule almost. This is Baki we're talking about. And if we're gonna have a versus mode, of course we have to have a training mode. Something simple, showing a tutorial of some sort, maybe a few combo trials in there somewhere. Go in there, go in a lab and practice a few of your combos and moves you want to try out online. Maybe try that touch of death. And before you guys break your thumbs, race into the comment section. Yes, all of these modes except for training will have an online feature, including the arcade story mode, taking a few pages out of Street Fighter's book and interrupting the player's offline arcade experience with a sudden request for an online match. Alrighty, and another pretty big important part of a fighting game that definitely makes or breaks them for me is the roster. The base roster would include Baki as a kid, young adult Baki from the Netflix series, Yujiro, Doppo, Katsumi, Kato, Retsu, Hanayama, Jack, Biscuit Oliver, Shibukawa, Gaia, Shiba Chiharu, and as a secret unlocked character, the Yasha. That was probably a pretty underwhelming roster of about 14 characters. But let's get into the stages. We're gonna have 7 of those, with the Underground Arena being the first one, of course, the Boxing Gym from Season 1 Baki, the Forest where he fought Gaia, the Yasha 8 final battle with the fire around it, the military base field where he first fought his dad and lost his mother at, the Shinshinkai Dojo, and the Tokugawa residence where him and Mr. Tokugawa first met. Now you guys remember at the beginning of the video when I said let's be logical. It's 2023. What's a video game without DLC? I want to make a disclaimer before I jump into it as well that this is all preference and what I would see as DLC. And I know you guys are going to hate me for this, but like I said, let's be logical. Let's just jump straight into it, assuming they keep it in chronological order. Starting off from Season 2, I would say the Kosho Brothers. Just characters, no stages. Next up is the pack you're going to get your most content from, and by far my favorite, the Death Row Inmates pack. With the characters including, of course, the 5 Death Row Inmates, Yanagi, Doyle, Dorian, Spec, and Sikorsky. 5 characters in one DLC pack, that's not bad. But let's get into the stages now. We're gonna have the city at night where the 2 random guys were fighting and Chiharu Shiba was giving a speech while Hanayama and Spec were fighting. Then piggybacking off of that, we're gonna have the park at night where Hanayama and Spec were fighting. It seems like Hanayama and Spec are gonna be the spotlight of this whole DLC pack because they're gonna have another stage in front of the police station with the car flipped over where they had their final bout. Next up, we're gonna have the Shinshinkai Dojo. This is gonna be a variation because I know I said it as a base stage. We're gonna have the variation where the Dust Bomb basically ruined everything. After that, we're gonna have the Carnival where Dorian and Doppo have their final fight at. Then we're gonna have the Underground Hideout where Dorian and Kato fought and he basically put Kato in a hospital. And the final stage will be the Abandoned Building where Sikorsky and Baki fought after Sikorsky kidnaps Kozue. And moving on to DLC Pack 3, we're gonna do the Raitai Tournament, also known as the Sea King Tournament. It'll have 4 characters, and those characters will be Ali Jr., of course, Kaku, and Jaku, and Shobun. I know Shobun seems like a weird choice, because he didn't have any screen time before this tournament, but I really like this character and the gimmick he has. The whole hands in the pocket thing, and the stage being, of course, the Sea King tournament stage. And the last pack being the Pickle pack. How is this gonna be a Baki game if we don't add our best boy Pickle? He would definitely be the only character in this pack, but he'd have 3 stages. And those stages being the military base in front of his habitat where everyone first met at, the baseball field where someone loses their arm, I'm not gonna spoil who, and in front of the fancy restaurant where Baki and Yujiro fought. So after everything is said and done, the roster will consist of 26 characters and 18 arenas. If you ask me, that's not bad for an anime with 5 seasons and still ongoing. Be sure to let me know your thoughts down in the comment section on what characters you think I missed out on or which ones do you feel like are meaningless. And be sure to do the same with stages as well. Alrighty everyone, we have reached the end of the video where we finished talking about this concept for Baki the Grappler. And if you guys enjoyed, be sure to let me know down in the comment section and leave a like. And if you're looking to subscribe to the channel, you guys know my rule of thumb here. You have to have watched and enjoyed 3 videos. And if you haven't watched 3 videos here or found yourself enjoying 3 of my videos, I have a playlist where I talk about all things anime gaming. I suggest you go check that out. I'll leave it up there in the corner. And I also have another playlist where I talk about all things Dragon Ball gaming, if that's what you're here for. But as always, I love you guys and I'll see you guys on Monday. Peace.